So I work for a project called the Lifelong Link Project, and we are working with young people who are growing up in foster care in Hertfordshire, finding and connecting them to family, friends and previously known adults. So the aim is to really improve their family network so that when they're growing up and coming towards leaving care, they have lots of supportive connections and that they are supported practically and emotionally. I'm hoping that the work I'm doing with young people it's helping them to really find out where they've come from and to help them develop a sense of belonging. So for children who grow up within their birth families, they will know this who's in their family by the fact that they're living with family members and they do normal everyday things like meeting up with them, meeting cousins, going, Christmases, birthdays. Whereas young children and young people who are growing up within foster care, they have much more limited contact with their birth family. And what we're trying to do is find out if there are other family members and also existing family members who they saw before they went into foster care. And then we set up what we call a family group conference, which is a bit of a big word. It's basically a family gathering, really. And the young person is very much at the centre of that. They decide, for example, we have food there, they decide who they would like to invite. It's absolutely down to them. And then we bring this family group together. And then we really say, well, how can you support this young person both while they're growing up in care and then, when they leave care. So I was working with a young person who lives in Hertfordshire. He lives with foster carers. When he went into foster care, he only his mum was alive, and in fact only his mum and I think his granny were known to the social worker. And unfortunately his mum wasn't able to look after him and his grandmother wasn't either. So Children's Services go to court and the court makes the decision that he will grow up within foster care. So then I started working with him on Lifelong Links in January, and I visited him a few times at home and did some life story work, which is asking about his memories, his positive memories of growing up. And then I went away and started looking into his family. And we found over 100 family members. So we had a big family gathering for him in May, and 39 people came, which is really big for a family group conference. But so for me, you asked me about what the most, the real moment of that is really him walking into the room. And although it was a big experience for him seeing these people, because some of them had met him when he was a baby but he couldn't remember them. Seeing him realise that actually he's related to these people, that he didn't know about any of them previously, was really magical. And we asked them what they could offer, and they all said, well, we'd like to send him birthday cards and Christmas cards. And there was a great uncle there who said he could come and work on his allotment, and so that was my really rewarding part of the work.